The second course that I present is one that deals with the three religions that are the most dominant ones in Europe and the United States and South America and Africa. That would be the religions of the Jewish people, the religions of the Muslims or Arab people, and the Christian religion. I start off, however, by setting up some idea of the way religion functions in the Eastern world. So I begin with Buddhism and then Confucianism, and then move on to the three religions that mainly the course is concerned with. And we read passages from the sacred books of each of those religions, the Jewish scriptures, from the book of Exodus and Deuteronomy, and then from the Christian scriptures, Matthew's gospel, because it's one that's a gospel that is really very much focused on the Jewish background of the people of what the Christians call the Old Testament, and how they thought of Christ as really not only a prophet, but also as really the Son of God. So the Christians have a use for using the Old Testament of the Jews, but also they're going to reinterpret many of the things there and the way that they would consider is richer. The Quran is going to incorporate the Jewish and the Christian scriptures, but they're not going to consider Jesus as a divine being the way the Christians do. They'll make the prophets of Jesus and Moses and David very important, but the greatest prophet is Muhammad. And then after reading the sacred books of each of those religions, we then look at some of their chief people. With the Christians, you have St. Augustine and Boethius, who incorporate the philosophy of Plato and Aristotle in their ways of trying to bring some understanding to the teachings of the Christian scriptures. And then in the world of the Arabs, we look at people like Al-Farabi and Avicenna and Al-Ghazali, who will do the same kind of thing for the Arab and Muslim world, and then authors like Saadia and Moses Maimonides for the Jewish world. And then the last part of the course tries to turn to more modern ways of dealing with Judaism and Islam. One work that we'll deal with talks about the great theft. It's by a man named Khaled Al-Fadl, and what he's trying to do is say we need to rescue the Muslim beliefs and Arab tradition from the excesses that are in many people in the Arab world today, who are fanatical and really opposed and not able to carry on a dialogue with the other two religions. And then we'll look at Christian authors such as Karl Barth and before him Kierkegaard, who present Christianity in a modern framework. And then finally we'll turn to Jewish authors, particularly Abraham Heschel, who is a 20th century thinker. And then there's an author who's still alive today, and that's Leon Kass. He's a medical doctor who teaches philosophy at the University of Chicago, and he sort of meditates on the Jewish tradition and tries to bring it up to date. So that's what we're doing, comparing these and seeing ways in which there can be a better understanding between the three kinds of the religion, and the sense of the way in which the ancient tradition is very much a tradition that's much more open and for discussion than there might be in the tense world of today. Thank you.